What's up, guys? I know. Before you start screaming at me, saying, where's the videos? Look, I was moving into a place. I'm in a new place now, okay? No longer in the apartment. I was living in an apartment before. I'm in a house now, okay? Super hectic week. Also lost a lot of money last week, too. And we're gonna talk about why, okay? I was swinging stocks because I didn't have time to do my normal trading. I was just, I was moving around, I was packing stuff up, I was boom, 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 trying to get into moving to the house. So I picked a couple stocks and they were going against me. I said, okay, that's fine. I kept averaging down, and I lost more money. But anyways, I made a little bit back up this morning trying to scalp, and I'm really a scalper. We just got to keep it that. I'm a scalper. I think fast. I move quick. I gotta keep it that way, okay? So this is kind of the setup I like to have, as you can see on the screen. I want to have my time and sales, my order book, my order ladder. I want to have my 5 minute going. I trade primarily on the 5 minute. And I want to trade really only for an hour tops, right? I want to catch the entire move, right? I don't want to trade for 30 minutes, something like that. That's it. I don't want to be trading all day. I just want to trade in the most volatile times of the morning, right? It's really what I want to be doing. Anyways, so the count is currently at $50. Understand that, okay? The account is how low is it? How low is it? It's at $50. We are okay, and we're not looking at this 37,000. We're not looking at that. That's all like the total account of all my holdings and everything. We're looking at the cash balance right here. Cash balance. $50.13. That's what we're trying to get to $1,000. Okay. This is crazy. I went from $130. I did horrible moves trying to average down on multiple plays and swing these things overnight and hold position the next day. That's not the type of trader I am, obviously. I am not that type of trader, so we're no longer doing that. Scratch it off the list. You will never see me doing that again. I'm going to be focusing only on trading in the morning time. Maybe before market closes. And most importantly, at the most volatile times of the days, or when it's just too dumb not to get in the stock because the stock has so many eyes on it. Like an option would have been GameStop. There was a time it was aftermarket and it went from $40 aftermarket to $190 same day aftermarket within like 3-4 hours. Times like those are the only times I do not want to be getting in anything that doesn't have a lot of volume, a lot of eyes on it. And it's very, very easy for me to look at the stock and read the volume, read the technical analysis, read the price, read the time and sales, read everything, see how it's doing, and say, okay, this is something I can actively manage risk on. This is something that I can watch right now. This is something that I don't have to sit and think about it all fucking week. We're good. We're good. So this is what we're going to do, okay? Let's talk about where I went wrong. Before I even start jumping in a trade, because really I'm only going to make this video 30 minutes, okay? We're going to do this every day, or we're going to do it at least 30 minutes, okay? And if it's not 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time, okay? In English, if it's not market open to 30 minutes after market open, it's going to be at the most volatile time of the day. Maybe there's a stock that's going super volatile earlier, which is what happened earlier with MBOT. It's what happened. Oh, we gotta change that. Yeah, it's what happened earlier with MBOT. I actually rode this whole thing. I was scalping this whole thing all the way up, and I made 5%. Actually, I made 10% of my portfolio because I had a $45 account at that point. I made 10% of my portfolio just trading this stock. So as you can see, I can totally do it. I know what to do. I know how to make the money. I just gotta cut all the crap out. I gotta stop swinging, stop blah blah blah, all because I don't have the capital for that right now. If I have so much money in the world, then I'm probably not gonna be scalping. Let's face it. I'm probably gonna want to buy some here, do some there, you know, sell some there, do some of this, because there's so many different ways I need to be playing the market. I can't just put all my eggs in one basket trying to scalp. I can't do that. Right now I can. Okay. Anyways. So right now we're just looking, we're waiting, right? Chances are we're not going to find a play that's worth our time in the next 20 minutes. So what I want to do is I want to just recap what happened last week, what made me lose all that money, why I'm down to $50, and why I will not be going lower than $50, okay? And why we're on the way back up. Why I'm not quitting the challenge, right? All these things, because look, sometimes you have to lose like that. Sometimes things like that have to happen so that you can come back and you can learn from your mistakes and say, okay, that is not what kind of trader I am. Let's learn more about what kind of trader I am. And the hardest part is figuring out what you are. The easy part is figuring out what you're not. You can make mistakes all day. But it's really hard to figure out what's right, you know? As you can see, because every time I figure out what's right, it's like I get it 1 to 3 days, then it's like 2 weeks, I'm out of the books. So I've got to write this down everywhere, and look, it's sticking. I promise it's sticking. This is what I'm doing, okay? This is sticking for good. Anyways, let's look at some of the trades that I made. I'm actually going to pull it up on my phone, and then we'll pull it up on my screen, okay? So. Oh, where is it? All right. ARDS. I lost $10 on this. Must have bought it. See, must have bought it at. What did I buy it at? Oh my god, I would have been fucking profitable. It went all the way up to $3.43. But was that in just a blip? I would have missed it. Let's hope not, right? Okay, I probably could have caught that, so I actually would have been profitable. That sucks, but we can't make those mistakes anymore. We just can't. I needed the capital so I could make that money in the other trade, so I went ahead and sold it. I lost $10 on that, and so I had like a $55 account when I took that trade, and that brought me down to a $45 account. At ALDX, I had, see, ALDX I made like 50 cents on. I had 4 shares. Average price was like $4.09, something like that. And then there was another one that really sucked. Let's see if we can find it. We're just gonna keep moving here. RELI. We lost money on like everything. SOPA. Did we lose money on SOPA? Actually, I think we made like barely any. NF. CanF. ADGI. Yeah. Yes, it was also ADGI. I lost money on ADGI. Anyways, moral of the story is I lost money. Last week I was swinging stocks. Okay, let's focus on that. Last week I was swinging stocks. I was not doing what I'm good at. So let's face the facts. Okay, I was not doing what I was good at. I was swinging stocks and I was improperly trading. For me, absolutely ruined my portfolio farther. Because remember, we went from $130 down to $90 on the NES play. I lost so much money on that play. Then it went even farther. I just kept draining it, you know, all different. I don't know what I was doing. Maybe it was a mixture of like, of stupid scalping and swinging. Anyways, just ruined it. But we're back now. And we know how to do this. We know how to do it. Was I able to say that before? No. Am I able to say that now? Yes. Why is that? Because right now I'm not in a trade. I'm hanging out talking to you, talking about trades, when the old me would have been like, let's see here. This one's moving. Let's check this one out. Oh, it's going green right now. Let's buy in right now. No. Okay, so I learned something while I was away just for that week. I learned something. Okay. Couple things that I learned. Volume. Volume. And volume. Volume is like the most important thing I could have ever learned. And reason being is that's almost why I have this. You see this bottom one here? I have this one pulled up now on my bigger one. Then I have my smaller and higher time frames over here. It helps a lot to have like a 30-minute and also have a 4-hour here just to kind of see what it's been doing, you know, what it is going to do, or slowly what it's doing on the 1 minute. But the main focus, I do not want to be trading on 4 different time frames. I want to be trading on 1 time frame. But if I want to see pullbacks and get accurate entries, I can use the 1 minute. If I want to see if something's extended, I can use a 30-minute. If I want to see it in relation to yesterday or 2 days before, aka if I want to see what the relative volume is, I can use the 4-hour time chart. And it'll show me, oh wow, volume was super crappy these past couple days. And then boom, all of a sudden shoots up. What's going on? Must be a catalyst news, right? So essentially I want to get in really early in the morning. And that's what I did this morning was I got up at 3 a.m. and I just checked my phone. Any things that's moving. And there was a couple things that were up like 30%. And it was just kind of there. You know, there was kind of there. And that's what I call just maybe shorts might have just popped some of their covers or something. Something happened. A lot of stocks were up like 30% or something overnight. Totally fine. Whatever. I was waiting for the stock that wasn't on the screen for the good amount of hours. Then all of a sudden, boom, it popped up. And ding, 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 I'm seeing volume, 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 volume. Soon as I saw that, got up out of my bed. Came right up to my computer, started trading. And where was that entry? If we look here on the screen again, the entry was right here. This was where I got in. As you can see, I caught it. That is my plan. Please, Lord Jesus, help me follow this plan, because that worked so well. I was watching, and waiting, and that helped me so much, and I'm really hoping that I can follow that. I'm praying that I can follow that. I will follow that. And I promise you that I'm going to follow that. Because this challenge is at stake. We have to turn what's now $50, but we have to turn that $100 that I made into $1,000. Whether or not we get it all the way down to $10, and we now have a $10 account, which is not going to happen because I have a plan now. I have a plan. I have a trading plan. We have to turn this account into $1,000 because I have to show you what it takes to 10 times your money as a beginner. If you already have millions and millions and millions of dollars, if you got 10 million, what's 100 million? Right? You know how to trade. You might even know the time period it might take you to get to 10 million. You're probably consistent then. Right? But to someone that's a beginner, to someone that doesn't have a lot of experience trading, maybe you're like me. Maybe you spent 2 years swinging stocks. And let me tell you, the majority of the actual money that I've taken home, realized gains, was from scalping and intraday trading, which means it was like 1-2 hours max for me means intraday. It does not mean all day, because remember, the trends in that day do not last all day. It doesn't just rise all day. There's going to be periods that it's going to dip, or it's dipping in the beginning of the day, and then it just booms. Very rarely will a stock just all day. So that's kind of my thing. And I wasn't even using this kind of platform. What was I using? I was using TD Ameritrade. Super simple. All I used was 2 things: price and volume back then. That's all I was using. And now I'm back using what? Price and volume. Let's do it. All right? That's so easy. Anyways, we have to grow this account to $1,000. We have to show you guys what it takes. We have to do it in a way that's easy to watch, but also it's torturing to watch, because you're like, oh my God, he just lost money. Oh my God, he just made money. Oh my God, he just lost money. Hey, look, he actually just made more money. It's got to have that kind of route. It's got to have some kind of direction with it. It's got to be something that's eventful. Otherwise, we're not really gonna have that kind of taste in our videos, you know. We're just gonna lose $50 like that and be like, oh, the challenge is over. I blew the account. No, I didn't blow the account. Still figuring out what I've got to do to be a professional trader. And we're getting there. We are getting there. Because this is going to be my job, believe it or not. This is my job. This is my morning side hustle. Is day trading. That's it. I wake up, I look for stocks that are running. Chances are there's going to be a stock that's running in the day. Chances are it's going to have a jump in pre-market. I'm going to notice it. And chances are I'm going to capitalize on it. That's the whole shebang. And I probably wouldn't be able to do that if I had a job to go to at 8 or 9 or 7. I probably wouldn't be able to do that. I need to have the time to be able to. So I do this first, then I go do whatever I need to do. Uber Eats, or, you know, I go drive for Uber. Hopefully I make enough money to where I don't have to do Uber Eats anymore. And I can rely solely on this. And then I can go and have some fun, right? That's the plan, that's the plan, that's the plan. Anyways, so let's look for opportunities now together And we're going to talk about why MBOT. Remember I was saying the candles, oh, it's going green. We were doing that whole little action right there maybe 10 minutes ago or something, and I wasn't getting in it. Why was that? Well, common sense is going to tell me that when a stock does something like this, and it's no longer showing all this green here, yeah, it's no longer doing this, and it's show. Let's look at the volume here, right? Look at the volume here. When this stock it's bouncing like this, making all this green, then you see one big huge red candle. What's that telling you, right? We can't do much with that. That's telling me that the stock is starting to pull back. A lot of volume and it ended red. This had a lot of volume and it was starting green. And you see, it only had 2 red candles and the volume was slowing down on the red. And once you see the volume slowing down on the red like that, and then it's moving up on the green, then you see red again, and the volume's slowing down on the red, moving up the green, slowing down the red, boom, boom, boom. Huge red candle. I'm sorry. That's game over. And essentially, if you're not even using volume, if you're just using the chart, let's look at it real nice, right? What happens when something's going like this, then it starts going like this? What does that tell you? Right? It's probably going to start going like this, and then it might go like this. Sorry. I'm thinking the mic is the camera. All right, so let's say if your stock's going like this, right? It's going like this. Then all of a sudden it starts going like this. But I tell you, we're going to go like this. Then it'll probably go like this, right? It's not just going to then go like that. No, because chances are it's going to have little blips like that along the way up. But it's not just going to, sit flat for a while. Nah, it's probably not just going to sit flat for a while, right? Anyways. But that's where volume comes in play, right? You got to look at the volume. You got to see what it's doing. You got to look at time and sales, order book, all that stuff. But long story short, if you're able to read charts like that and see what the kind of action is, where buyers are coming and where sellers are not letting buyers get past the point, it'll be very easy for you. Yeah. Okay, so we have like 5 minutes left. Yeah, that's basically why I did not want to get into MBOT, was mainly because I was not having too much fun looking at that. It's starting to do some because once it dipped and then consolidated right there, that wasn't really nice for me. I was kind of thinking that wasn't a good sign. And it was funny because I almost didn't believe it. I got back in here and I kept 1 or 2 shares, boom, got out 1 or 2 shares, and slowly lost money, but I went from like $51 down to like $50, so that's okay, right? You win some, you lose some. Either way, I made 10% of my account just this morning. And if I can make 10% of my account every morning until I can't, just because, liquidity issues, thing like that, I will be absurdly gassed. I will be gassed. I will be extravagant of just how great that is because of how much I've learned, how much I've studied myself. I will just be gassed. If I can make 10%, I can double my account every 10 trading days. Okay? Which means let's double my account every 10 trading days. So if I double it every 10 trading days, that means in 100 days, I'll 10 times it. That means in 5 months from now, it should be 1,000. But let's see, right? Let's do some actual math. But we gotta hop on Discord. I think someone might be waiting in there. talk. They wanted to say something, but let's see. We're just gonna hop on Discord real quick and wait if anybody wants to hop in. Yeah, we'll just hop in like that and just see. But anyways, let's say we double it, right? So let's say, okay, 50 times 1. Okay. So one day it's 5. Let's see if it's doubled every 10 trading days. Okay, so times, that's 10. 10 days. That's 20 days. That's 30 days. That's 40 days. Really, it'll be like, we're looking at 2 months. 2 months and I'll have $1,600. Something like that. Wait, let's do it again. I think it might be, hold on. It's 50 times 2. 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days. Really, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be between 40 and 50 days. 50 days will be 1,600, 40 days is 800. So it'll be between 40 and 60 days. If I can double it, if I can do 10% every day. So let's see. Maybe some days I do way better than 10%. So, but maybe some days I do a little worse. But we're gonna see. We're gonna make sure. We're gonna touch base. We're gonna every time we trade, we're gonna be making a video, and just checking up, and seeing, is there anything that's pulling up right now on stocks? Not really. Looks like we got the play of the day right now. We had the play MBOT. Looking like that was it. I was playing CEI a little bit when it did that kind of move there. It kind of ran up there, and I actually ended up selling around here, and I got out to play MBOT again. And it was like over here, realized MBOT wasn't working, got out, total, said, okay, we're just gonna wait, I'm done. If anything else pops up, we're gonna come in. But until then, we are done at 9 o'clock with stocks, and then we'll see it again tomorrow. And as of right now, it's looking to be that way, considering we have 1 minute left, and it's super unlikely that anything's gonna happen in 1 minute. It's gonna be worth our time to just jump in and out like that. So we're just gonna end the video. Thanks for watching. Look, if you actually watch this, you're very interested in my development as a trader, which could also mean that you're very interested in your development as a trader, considering how new of a trader I am. Or this is just entertainment for you, watching me suffer. But if you are new as a trader, this could be very similar to what you might experience. You could be experiencing trials and tribulations just like I'm having, right? Where you don't know what you're doing, you're having all these conflicts, you're like, oh, and then you have a period where you're like, oh my God, I know what I'm doing. You try as hard as you can to stick to that. As soon as you figure it out, or you know what you're doing and you're making good money that day, you look at that day and you see exactly what you're doing. You focus on that. And that is the best advice that I can give you. Develop it, eat it up, and you will be a successful trader. Thanks so much for watching, Dip Snipers. We're going to see you guys tomorrow, okay? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We got New Year's coming in 4 days, something like that. But Merry Christmas. Jesus walks. See you later, guys.